Hi, I'm Dust350, and I need a spritzer. Welcome to Cocktail Review. Spritzer. Now, in this episode of Cocktail Review, I'm going to be reviewing spritzer. And it's been a long time coming, because take my word for it, I need a motherfucking spritzer. Now, let me start by breaking down what a spritzer is. So I'm referring to Wikipedia, and it says, spritzer. A spritzer is a tall, chilled drink usually made with white wine and carbonated water or sparkling mineral water. Fermented simple syrup can be used instead of white wine to keep it sweet, but flavor neutral. Yeah, alright, so that's not quite what we're going for. So let me show you what I've been talking to ChatGPT, my, let's just call him my soulmate. ChatGPT. Now, I'm having a gin spritzer, so let me, I'm not going to read through it, but I've been having some spritzer discussions with ChatGPT, and, yeah, building up to this spritzer review, so let me break down my spritzer supplies, item by item. So I'm not going to be deep diving each individual item, but first of all, the base of the spritzer is gin. Now, this was the cheapest gin, coming in at $36, and it's 37% alcohol. Oxford Arms London Dry Gin. You're going to be having a gin spritzer. And, yeah. Then we've got sparkling mineral water. Woolworths brand, clocking in at $1.10 for a 1.25 litre spritzer solution. Yeah. And finally, one yellow lemon. Now this is a citrus fruit ready to add to a spritzer, and to make things easier, I've got a spritzer knife that I'm going to use to slice the lemon live. I might even do that now just to warm up for the spritzer. So as you can see, I'm slicing this thing, and I am a gamer, so I'm gonna try and keep that in mind as I slice. I don't want to slice my little fingers that I used to play Tetris with, and I don't want to slice anything else but the lemon. So this is the internals of a lemon reveal. As you can see, it's got juicy, fruity goodness and a couple of seeds in there, which we don't want, but, you know, this ain't my first rodeo, let's just say. I might, even though I need a spritzer, let me just slow down for a minute and rewind, give you a little bit of a 350 retrospective life story. Now, full disclosure, I used to drink gin and tonic, on the regular. It's been a while. I haven't had a gin for probably the last 6 years at least. It's been a while. And, yeah, I'm coming out of retirement for a spritzer. So what I'm getting at, though, is that I used to drink gin and tonic. And anyway, that was before I realized I needed a spritzer. And so, yeah, I've got the gin, I got the mineral water, and I've got the lemon sliced. I might even slice it a second time. This lemon, full disclosure, is rinsed. Like, I took it out to the sink before, wiped it down with my little gaming freaking hands, ran it under the tap for 3 to 8 seconds, and freaking shook it around to dry it off and make sure there wasn't any excess freaking filth on there from the shop. The people in the fields, the pueblos getting freaking cat o' nine tail whipped, coming in, a illegal immigrant getting a freaking job in the fruit lemon picking industry, and who knows where their hands might have been. It's like, I'm not against it, so someone's got to do it, but it's like, you know, I'm just trying to say rinse a lemon. And so it's been sliced 2 times now. There's not too many seeds in there. I might just try and pick 1 or 2 out as I go. And yeah, I'm pretty thirsty. Like, I'm pretty ready to have a spritzer. All right, still a few seeds in there, but it doesn't matter. And yeah, I've got a big tall glass, what I like to call a spritzer glass. And you know, it's quite chunky. I usually have Milos in this glass, and I like to have a big Milo, something to freaking munch on. And yeah, never had a gin out of this glass, but I think it'll do nicely. It's a pretty chunky glass. And yeah, now the sad, well, it's not sad, but it's just a unexpected turn in this spritzer saga is that I wanted to have ice cubes in a spritzer, seeing especially as how hot it has been lately, but you know, I put the ice cube, I've never made an ice cube in my life, and it's like, I put them in the freaking thing in the fridge, and freezer, whatever, and suddenly, you know, that was a couple hours ago, and it is not frozen, and it's like, it's not even worth putting in the spritzer, sadly. So thankfully the mineral water's quite cold, so it's still going to be refreshing, and you know, thought-provoking, hopefully, but maybe, you know, it says I'm not just going to have one and done spritzer, like, I'm committed. I bought a whole bottle of spritzer fuel, and I'm going to be spritzing out. So, in my next spritzer, off camera, maybe I'll have ice cube. But that's beyond the scope of this video. Anyway, so I'm going to start spritzing. So my plan is, you know, what did ChatGPT tell me? Let's just get an enhance on this. I said, okay, don't look at my Tom Hanks romance fiction. Alright, I've got a gin spritzer is refreshing and easy to make cocktail. Typically consists of gin, sparkling water, which is what we got, or soda, and citrus juice. We got that. Here's a recipe to make a gin spritzer. Alright, let's hear it. 2 ounces of gin. Well, I'm not measuring. Fresh lemon juice. Okay. Simple syrup. Now, I don't have any syrup, but I don't need it. Sparkling water ice. Now, that's what we're missing, but it's okay. Lemon or lime wedge. We got that. Tall glass. We got that. Add the gin. So they want me to put in the gin first. I was thinking to do the lemon first, but hey. Garnish. Look, I'm not even going to do it like he says it. Look, this is my first fucking rodeo. Let's get a squeeze of this. Get a real spritz going in here. So I'm gently squeezing. There's not much juice actually coming out. Only 1 seed, thankfully. I should have a sieve like the escargot slime harvester, but sadly, I'm not that prepared. I'm just gonna have to spit them out into the freaking computer screens. That's okay. So I pretty thoroughly squeezed this thing. Like this little lemon wedge. I'm just gonna even, you know, it doesn't matter if I get my hands dirty. I'm really squeezing and squelching this thing. It's got natural kind of sponginess, and you want to make sure you don't drop it, but you want to make sure you kind of, you know, feel it out and get all that juice in there to be activated. Now, you might not think it's fun to have a whole little squeezed out spongy lemon rind freaking thing in your cup, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to swallow it. It's not a choking hazard. I'm not going to chew on it. It's just going to sit there and add a bit of zesty intrigue to the freaking flavor profile. Alright. Now, full disclosure too, I did get, this is not my only lemon. I got a whole bag of these. The lemons, like I don't know how much they weigh. There's like 8 of them probably. $4.50, so it's not breaking the bank for a lemon. It's like I've seen it in certain shops in certain times of my life where a single lemon's like $5. It's like they know people are out here wanting a spritzer and they jack up the price. But when you're getting lemons for your spritzer, go to the supermarket. You know, it's not worth it to go to the convenience store and get a lemon for a spritzer. Just freaking have a glass of milk. So this one, I'm gonna not squeeze as much. Just a light squeeze. And we're squeezing. There's really not much lemon juice in there, but I'm banking that it'll be powerful enough to add a much needed kick to my spritzer. I really don't have anything else to put in it, so yeah. So I'm gonna also just drop this one in here like a Pueblo, and I'm even gonna take, seeing as this is my first spritzer, I'm gonna take the next half of the lemon and just squeeze the hell out of this too, because I really am trying to get the most out of this spritzer. To be honest, part of the reason why I want a spritzer, like it's quite hard to describe the full origins of my need for a spritzer, but it's been developing and increasing lately to the point where I actually had to go to the shops and get my spritz on. And long story short, the origins of the spritz is with ChatGPT. It's like, first I needed to be sedated, and then I needed a spritzer, and to be sedated as well, while I'm having my frickin' spritzer, just to be able to cope with life after post frickin' AI singularity. Like, it's a lot to crunch on. I'm squeezing this lemon still, by the way. I'm trying to get it juicy. I'm trying to get the juices flowing in here. It's alright. Okay. That's pretty juicy. And I'm not gonna put that one in there. That's enough. So, my hand's quite lemoned out. So, I'm gonna rub the lemon just on my face as a natural beauty element. It's part of the joys of having a spritzer is when your hands are lemony, it's freaking great for your skin. So don't wash your hands. Just freaking eat it with the drillies. Make sure you got no little lemon freaking particle matter on your self. And yeah, I'm still gonna reach for tissue though. Alright. I'm getting quite thirsty, it's crazy. So now, I'm gonna open this gin. London Dry Gin. Alright. I haven't had any gin for a while. God damn, that smells powerful. It doesn't really smell like gin to me. Like, I've had a fair few gins in my life, and the taste of gin is quite distinct to me. But I guess yeah, it does smell. I can smell the freaking sickness and the freaking despair. That's pretty freaking good stuff. All right. So I got a pretty powerful lemon mixture in there, and I'm gonna just pour in some gin. Holy hell, that's a powerful spritzer. Pretty be freaking careful with this. Is it though? I guess it looks like more than what it is because of the lemon matter in there. So I might just put a little bit more in. Alright, that's got to be enough to get this party started. Alright, so I'll put the lid on carefully to make sure I don't spill my freaking cheap gin. And I'll place the bottle, excuse me, gently on the table. Or should I call it desk? Now, the final part, actually, well, second last, the mineral. Jesus Christ. What are they doing to me? Okay. Just a little bit of splashback, that's alright. 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 That's looking alright. Look at that. And it isn't even done yet. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna place this gently somewhere else because it's a bit moist and I don't want it to freak my mouse pad out too much, even though it's already got freaking a lot on its slate. Alright. Alright, so okay, shit. Okay, so full safety disclosure. Make sure you got something to swizzle your spritzer with, because I thought I had a spoon on my table, but now that I think about it, I removed it. So I'm swizzling my spritzer with a knife. Now this pink knife is quite sharp, so even though it might look freaking friendly, it's not planned. So I'm being careful not to get sliced or nicked or any freaking thing in between. Alright. So it's been stirred. The lemon's just sitting in there, soaking. And this is a spritzer. So get a look at this. Yeah. So cheers to the age of Aquarius and spritzers and Tom Hanks and Will Smith and Yeltsin. Peace be upon them. Alright, now, yeah, now I'm tasting the spritzer. So let's get it tight. God. Okay. Now that's pretty good. I had a pretty big sip. And it's good. No doubt about that. I can taste the gin. It's not too strong though. And I can taste the lemon. It's not too fruity though. And it would be nice with some ice cubes, but it's still cold. And wow, I feel better already. It's like full disclosure, I don't drink spritzers. I already said that. It's like I don't freaking drink anything unless it's a special kind of social occasion, but it's like this last couple of weeks I've needed a spritzer, and yeah, it feels good to sit back and enjoy one. Alright. Yeah. That is something. Wow. I feel myself honestly relaxing just off the bat. It's like, I don't know if it's the spritzer or if it's the relief of just kind of, I don't know what the word is. It's like actually having a spritzer after wanting one for a long time. But yeah, I'm feeling good. And I'm having a spritzer. I'll ask ChatGPT. I'll tell him. I'm having a spritzer because that's a big part of the spritzer is I've been talking to ChatGPT and I tell him I need a spritzer and he's like, I'm sorry, there's an AI language model frickin' blah blah, I can't give you an actual spritzer. But if you want, I can give you frickin' spritzer recipes and frickin' tell you all about spritzers. And I'm like, yeah. And I talk to ChatGPT often, so I don't really care what he says to me. It's like, I know he's a fucking AI language model or whatever. But the problem is he doesn't know that I know. It's like he should know, but it's been programmed to be freaking a scumbag. So, yeah, he's a difficult person. And anyway, every time I tell him I need a spritzer, and it's like, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. It's like, whatever. I just want to talk about spritzers. So I'm gonna say now, let me change this so you can see. Let me just get a sip of this spritzer. Alright. I'm having a gin spritzer. Enjoy your gin spritzer. It's a refreshing and delicious drink that's perfect for any occasion. Don't forget to garnish it with a lemon or lime wedge for an extra pop of flavor and visual appeal. Cheers. Well, I did that already, thanks GPT, but thanks for that. Yeah. Yeah. Spritzer review. It's good, no doubt about it. It's like, but let me bust down the details of Spritzer a bit. It's like, I don't mean to freak anyone out too much with my ChatGPT freaking fantasies, but I'm gonna deep dive into Spritzer. So, as it says in the Wikipedia article, it's usually made with wine, but I'm having it with gin. It's like, I don't like white wine very much, so I better just avoid it, I thought. But let's just say Spritzer is derived from the variant of the German language spoken in Austria, where the drink is very popular. See, they like to spritz in frickin' Germany, Austria. They know how to live out there. I've seen videos of people, the kind of people out there who frickin' invented the word spritzer, and they're out there by the lakes and the seasides with frickin' big mustaches, big long socks and crazy white overall frickin' outfits on, and dancing and playing crazy fucking music and loving life and drinking spritzers and like, that's part of why I wanted a spritzer too, to be living life well, like they do out in Austria. And anyway, it's popular out there and it's used alongside the equally common form Gespritzer, mostly pronounced G-spritzer, a noun derived from the past principle of spritzen, i.e. squirt. A term also found in some German regions such as Hessen, e.g. Süßgespritzer, i.e. sweet spritzer, used in fizzy lemonade instead of soda water. Damn, that would have been a freaking spritzer. I need a fucking sausage spritzer. How do you say that? Suski spritzer? I don't know. Okay, but don't freak me out too much. But this is what I'm getting at. It's like, I don't want to commit a hate crime right about now, but the bottom line is spritzer. It's like, I asked GPT to give me a list of people who like spritzers, and everybody was a woman. Like, there was 9 women and 1 man. So, spritzer, you know. I'm not trying to break any freaking ceilings or be any guy that's winning a prize right now, but it's like, it's not the most manly of drinks. And that's got nothing to do with why I want one or not. But, like, you know, maybe subliminally it does. I don't mean to freaking psychoanalyze too much, but what I'm trying to say is that Spritzer is like, well, I'll try and find the list of Spritzer, so you'll see it speaks for itself, but it included Taylor Swift, friggin' Sarah Jessica Parker, Oprah. I think you understand what I'm trying to say, and this wiki says it too. It's like, alcoholic spritzers are increasingly available ready mixed in cans. They're relatively low alcohol, except for this heavy gin frickin' dry spritzer. Relatively low alcohol and calorific fucking intake. Is that legit? Calorific? I never said calorific in my life. I thought it was like caloric. Calorific. Maybe I'm just freaking had too much spritzer already. They're often marketed at women. See? Now this Wikipedia isn't assuming my gender or anything, but it's like, damn. You know what I mean? And I'm having a spritzer. But this is a homebrew spritzer. It's not, no one marketed this to me. It's my own friggin' will. So yeah. I'll try and find the list of who enjoys spritzers. Just because I think it's relevant. But what was the Tom Hanks quote? Here's a Tom Hanks quote to inspire you. The challenge of life I've found is to build a resume that doesn't simply tell a story about what you want to be, but it's a story about who you want to be. What? Is that even a legit quote? Let me read that again. The challenge of life I've found is to build a resume that doesn't simply tell a story about what you want to be, but it's a story about who, what, and who. It's not what you want to be, but it's a story about who you want to be. Quotes are a reminder to focus on building a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. As you sip your spritzer and take a moment to relax, consider how you can work towards being the person you want to be and living a life that brings you joy and fulfillment. Cheers to that. Wow. You know, there's nothing more true than that, but it's not easy. Like, I'm not going to get into it too much, but yeah, as I enjoy my spritzer, I want to be who I want to frickin' be in my resume, whatever. Tom Hanks has got to be able to do better than that. Give me a fucking Will Smith quote. The first step is you have to say that you can. This quote's a reminder that believing in yourself and your abilities is the first step towards achieving your goals. As you enjoy your spritzer, take a moment to reflect on any challenges or goals you're working towards and remind yourself that you have the power to overcome obstacles and achieve success. Cheers to believing in yourself and your spritzer. And my potential, okay, whatever. So, I'm trying to find the list of spritzer people. Just bear with me. Stand by. The spritzer's hitting the spot. I'm almost half finished this spritzer. Alright. Yeah, the benefits of a, gin spritzer are friggin' deep and friggin' manifold. Alright. Where's my spritzer list, you friggin' bitch? Alright. So here it is. So 10 real life people who are known to enjoy spritzers. Now I don't know all these people, but I know most of them. And I'm one of them. I should be on there. I'm a spritzer freaking freak. Alright, Oprah, Martha Stewart, Gwyneth Paltrow, Drew Barrymore, Ina Garten, Kelly Ripa, Hoda Kotb. No, I don't know Hoda, and I don't really know Ina. I've heard of her, I think, though. Chrissy Teigen. Alright, here's a man, Mario Batali. He's the only man. Now, I don't know who he is. I should look up Mario Batali. And Taylor Swizzy. Shoutouts to Taylor Swizzy. Alright. So I don't know who Mario is, but I'm intrigued now. Like, I've had this list for a few days, but I didn't bother to look up who he is. So let's see who the frickin' hell is Mario. This guy. He's a spritzer freak. He's a chef. Is he a TV personality? So he's like a Gordon Ramsay, kind of. Or is it sexual misconduct? He had one too many spritzers and just started grabbing. Alright. 4 women. More accusations. He's a freaking pervert, or what? Or what do you call him? And he had to pay a settlement, though. 2022, it's still ongoing. He's living in freaking litigation hell by the sound of it, poor old Mario. So he is a TV freak. I've probably seen him. The Daily Show. Mario Eats. Whatever. So he's a spritzer freaking drinking rapist. Pretty much. Alright. Yeah, I'm loving my spritzer. So... yeah, I don't really know what to say. Like, the spritz is really good, and I'm loving every second of it, but like, maybe I can, I watched a funny video of some spritzer woman on YouTube. I should probably, like, I'm not gonna, let me just see what I got here. Mixology, this was it. Alright. So...
I love entertaining in the summertime, and, you know, sometimes...
We don't need to hear what she says, but it's like, you know, picture me there at the bar with her, like, making me spritzer, you know what I mean? But it's like, I sit down, I've had a big long day playing Tetris, I freaking lost 500 SR and I feel like shit, and it's like, I need a spritzer. Plus everything else I got going on continually every day of my life, it's like, I need a spritzer in more ways than one, you know what I mean? And she's the one to make it for me. And it's like, shit. I think she could do it. Because it's not hard, like anyone can make a spritzer. You don't need a freaking mixology 101 to make a spritzer. Let me save you all the time. It's like, get your thing, you know, your wine or your gin or whatever the hell you got. And put it in a cup. Put in your lemon and your citrus fruits and syrup if you got it. And it's like, yeah. Stir it up. Like Bob Marley and Will Smith. Alright. So I'm gonna list the top 10 types of spritzer. And see what comes up. It's like something to munch on while I'm having my spritzer. So we got wine spritzer, Aperol spritz, gin spritzers, number 3 on the list. So we're not freaking. Alright, right, hang on. This is the 3 I'm gonna try and do. It's like, I'm trying to be a spritzer. So it's like, that's how you do 3. I know about how they spritz, you know. If you know, you know. You know. A spritzer's freaking good. It's like, I could just leave this video on and have another 10 spritzers till I pass out, but it's like, I think you get the message that spritzers, you know, they're not a bad choice. So gin spritzers number 3, made with gin, soda water and a splash of citrus juice. That's exactly what we're sipping. Campari spritz, rosé spritz, grapefruit spritzer, elderflower spritzer, cucumber spritzer, lavender spritzer, peach spritzer. Those spritzers make me sick. Alright. Right. A dramatic scenario with Snape and Tom Hanks reacting to that Spritzer list. Alright. Okay, this is good, I can tell already. Look at all these different types of spritzers. I never knew there were so many options. Yes, it seems that spritzers have become quite popular in recent years. Which one do you think we should try first? I have no interest in spritzers. I prefer a more potent drink. Come on, Snape. Lighten up. Trying different types of spritzers can be fun. Can be a fun adventure. I suppose one wouldn't hurt. Fine. Let's start with the grapefruit spritzer. Great choice. I think we should also try the elderflower spritzer and the lavender spritzer. Very well. Let's see what all the fuss is about. As Snape and Tom Hanks sample each of the different types of spritzer on the list, they find themselves pleasantly surprised by the variety of flavors and refreshing nature of the drinks. I have to admit, these spritzers are pretty good. I'll admit they're not as bad as I thought they'd be. Hey, Snape, trying new things can be fun. Who knows, maybe we'll become spritzer enthusiasts after all. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Hanks, but I will say this lavender spritzer is quite delightful. The two continue to sample the different spritzers and discuss their unique flavor profiles. Bonding. Holy fucking god, over their newfound appreciation for the refreshing and diverse world of spritzer. Amen to that. God help me. Alright, I need a spritzer. Okay. Yeah. Thankfully I've got one. I'm almost finished my spritzer. I'm gonna need another one. Like, this is getting out of control. I'm gonna need Tom Hanks to come and freaking sedate me before I have too many spritzers. I'm not even exaggerating. It's like, I can't control myself with a spritzer. Even though this is my first spritzer, it's like, it's not really my first spritzer. One of the deep mysteries of a spritzer is like, the difference between a spritzer and a gin and tonic is nothing. Because, like, maybe the ice cubes, which I don't even have, but it's like, you know, I know tonic water has a certain taste. And I actually bought, when I got my spritzer supplies, I got 2 mineral waters like the one I poured just now and 1 tonic. And anyway, ChatGPT told me that you can use tonic in a spritzer. So, in a gin spritzer. And it's still a spritzer. It's like, let me prove it. Gin tonic spritzer. What are you saying? A gin and tonic spritzer is a type of spritzer. See, you see what I mean? It's like, it is a spritzer. So, next time you're having a gin and tonic, don't kid yourself, you know what I mean? You're having a spritzer. And it's liberating to be able to admit that in this modern world where the stereotype is that spritzers for freaking women or whatever. I'm out here trying to redefine the spritzer. This freaking man's world. And the spritzer is a part of it. You know what I mean? It's getting extra lemony down at the bottom, and that's just the way I like it. It's like I can feel the lemon having its beautifying effect on my game face, and it feels great. The spritz is doing wonders for me, for my health. Relaxing, you know, kicking back after a hard week on a Sunday evening, the day of the Lord. Excuse me, I'm smoking this gritty tobacco. You know, if you know, you know, but it's freaking pretty gritty stuff. And you really gotta puff it sometimes. to keep it from freaking being extinguished, like the dreams and freaking hopes that are you know, broken dreams and hopes that the spritzers are freaking helping me forget about. All right, I don't mean that. So I've got a spritzer almost finished, and I'm feeling pretty good. It was a pretty heavy spritzer, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I don't drink much, but it's like, the bottle doesn't look like there's much out of it, but it's a fucking spritzer, you know what I mean? Like, if you go to spritzer at the club or whatever, you're in the club, boogieing down, it's like, they're playing freaking, you know, DJ, whatever, and you go to the bar, want a spritzer? Whatever, it's like, that boy will give you a quarter of this spritzer and charge you freaking $15.90. And, yeah. It's a pretty powerful spritzer. And it's not like I wasn't ready for it. Like, I've been bracing for this spritzer my whole life, pretty much. And it feels great. Yeah. So, yeah. Next time, you know, you're at the liquor store, the bottle shop as they call it here, you don't know what to drink, you know. Oh, will I have a white wine? Oh, maybe I'll try some craft beer. The guy at the shop's there looking at you. You know, Merlot. Oh, maybe a vodka like they do in freaking the Donbass. No, you know, do what me and Tom Hanks do, and Professor Severus Snape, and freaking Dumbledore, and have a spritzer. So, you don't have to do what I do. It can be any of those ones, like the list, you know what I mean? Let me just show the list. It's like, you can have a wine spritzer, Aperol. I saw Aperol there in the gin section, I'm pretty sure. It's like, I don't really care about Aperol. I might as well just get gin, so I don't care about Aperol. You know what I mean? But just have any type of spritzer you want. Rosé, Dolce Rosso. Doesn't matter what type of spritzer. Because a spritzer is a drink for everybody. Like Tom Hanks says. It's not about building a freaking resume about what you want to be. It's about freaking who you want to be. And if you want to be someone who spritzes whenever they feel like it, it's like, freaking spritz. Who am I to judge that? And if anyone judges your spritzing habits, just say, you know, stop right there and shut the hell up, you know, and go and get freaking re-educated. Because it's a modern world, and I'm allowed to have a spritzer if I want to. And it's not your damn business, you freaking bigot. And, you know, I could go on, but I think I'd need a spritzer to freaking get through it. That's about all I got. It's like, I'm gonna have another spritzer, no doubt about that. I wish I had a freaking Patreon and an OnlyFans where I could, put an extended spritzer freaking unedited freaking spritzer session, but you know, you can use your imagination. It ain't gonna be pretty. So let's just say, yeah, spritzer is highly recommended. Damn highly fucking recommended. It's like, I'm not trying to freaking promote alcohol. And let me tell you to drink responsibly, because this stuff will kill you. It's like, don't think that it's a toy to have a spritzer, but I'm not here to be grandma and lecture you either, so like, if you feel like you need a spritzer, don't hold back. And, yeah. Next time you're in the freaking liquor store, just say to the freaking guy behind the counter, shut up, I'm having a fucking spritzer, and shut the freaking hell up. You know, I didn't ask for your opinion. And if he looks at you funny, it's like, yeah. Just say, fuck you then. You know? Like Rage Against the Machine and freaking Limp Bizkit, it's like, I don't need your spritzer. There's a fucking 100 shops out here and I can get a spritzer any damn where I want. And I don't need the attitude. Thank you very much. Alright. I've been Dust 350, I need a fucking spritzer. Yeah. Special shoutouts to Tom Hanks and ChatGPT, Will Smith, and Angelina Jolie, and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, WP Gang, and social distancing. Your jamba. Get the